The truck has been towed away, but you could see the extensive damage left here at the Fox 4 building. We were told that the truck rammed into the building not only once, if you look here, but would swing over to the right, and he actually rammed into the building a second time. Good afternoon, David. And yes, this homeowner actually has a really great surveillance system. Right here, he has this camera nailed in the corner, and this camera is the one that caught the man peeking into his daughter's bedroom window. Yeah, we've seen the damage from the ground, but I want to give you a bird's eye view of what is going on around here. The prime example is right behind me. This tree fell over on this car yesterday during the storms. And yes, there was a man inside when it happened, and he told us that he had to escape out his passenger door to get out. Luckily, he was not injured. But I want to just pan the camera over this way, Thomas, and we could see the enormous size of this tree. I mean, it is covering the entire street, and it is already feeling pretty warm, but I can't complain because you guys look at this sunrise behind me. It is so beautiful. We are following the emergency manager. He is right in front of us, and he's taking us to where that water rescue was. The police chief has been here at the hospital giving us updates throughout the day, and he describes this morning's scene as mayhem. So the reason I was saying that this story is so personal and hits so close to home is because the one person that died over the weekend in Dallas of carbon monoxide poisoning is my neighbor. Yesterday, I witnessed a very hard situation, watching firefighters pull him out of his house, watching paramedics trying to resuscitate him, but he didn't make it, and his dog also passed away. So if this story can just save one life, that's all I could ask for. We'll be back after the break.
Detour Donuts and Coffee in Frisco is known for their gourmet donuts.
We change our flavors on a monthly basis.
And the special this week,
Stop Asian Hate,
is personal.
Stop Asian Hate Donuts.
Ginny Cho is the owner.
I am an Asian woman, and I'm an Asian-owned business.
Born in South Korea
안녕하세요.
and raised in North Texas, she says the pandemic has been tough, seeing an increase in hate crimes against Asians in America.
It's not okay.
The deadly shooting happened in Atlanta.
It's hitting way harder.
And Ginny sees the unsettling fear in the Asian community.
We need to show up for our people, and this is the best way I know how.
She's donating the money from these donuts to the Support the AAPI Community Fund. AAPI stands for Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders, and Ginny will match what her customers buy. She understands not everyone supports this.
We got a call earlier today saying, you guys are going to be the laughing stock of Frisco. You're ruining your business. The cut is so deep. Yeah.
But Ginny is focusing on the good.
We have a glazed, and of course my favorite blueberry, but this is beautiful.
Van Green drove 30 minutes
This is why I'm here.
just to get this donut.
Yes.
Aaron Ball delivered flowers and a hug.
I'm proud of you for using donuts to communicate what is on your heart.
And Karen Yort just missed it, but she stands with her Asian neighbors.
We're all out.
Oh no!
I know, but we'll make more this weekend.
It's a conversation over a donut for a cause that weighs heavy on Ginny's heart.
We're not okay. Yeah.
In Frisco, I'm Tiffany Liou. Roller skating, surrounded by disco. A groovy combination in the 70s.
Get it, Camber! Do it for the gram!
Now in this decade, the 2020s, quad roller skates are back.
Social media, there's so many influencers who skate and it looks fun. There's the big TikTok phenomenon.
I know how to keep a bitch, keep a minute.
It blew up because of TikTok. It's that one girl walking backwards. That's what blew it up. You know what I'm talking about?
It was off to the races. They haven't seen roller skate sales like this in 20 plus years.
It was so much demand, Mo Sanders opened Goodfoot Skates in Oak Cliff, Dallas, in the middle of a global pandemic.
We had a line outside the door.
Roller skates are back ordered, and every new box is sold quickly.
You're all set. Everybody's roller skating.
How you doing? Good, man. Welcome to the shop.
It's really cool to see it come back around again.
To Mo Sanders,
Okay. Okay.
He welcomes every new customer who wants to learn, buy, or customize skates.
I'm 53 years old.
Like Samuel Agezabal.
For 30 years, I'm a truck driver.
He's newer to the skating world, but has the mindset it's never too late to skate. From the concrete floors of Moe's shop to the glossy wood at Roller World Northeast in Haltom City.
You know, your first thing you want to do is like, dude, I want to work at the range.
It looks easy. You make it look real easy, but it's not.
Sam used to stay on the sidelines watching his daughter Isabella skate.
I used to feel bad because he would just stand there and watch me.
And now he's just as obsessed.
He wasn't that bad at first, but now he's very good.
A 53-year-old truck driver and his speed skating daughter.
Just like you say, gooder and gooder.
Gooder and gooder.
You see everybody skating, I want to skate.
Netta, with the awesome purple hair, owns Roller World.
Skating has just gone through the roof.
And she makes sure it keeps the nostalgia of the 80s. The pandemic roller skating fad has business better than ever before.
We had maybe 1 or 2 parties a month. Now every Saturday, every Sunday is booked up and has been for the past 2 months.
I got you guys here to catch me if I fall.
Even a WFAA reporter
Are my skates lighting up? How do you stop?
had to give it a try. Netta reminds me,
Everybody falls and nobody cares.
a sentiment shared across the rolling world, even for park skater Camber Allman.
Falling's the best.
It's a way to get past her fears.
Whoa.
If she keeps trying, she might just crush it.
For new skaters, get them. Do it. Do it. You know?
The most humbling for Camber are the life lessons she's learned through this sport.
You have to suck at something before you're a little okay at something. And then you have to be a little okay at something before you're really good at it.
For past generations and present, skating always reminds us to let the good times roll.
If you can walk, you can skate.
I'm Tiffany Liou. On Tuesday morning,
this feels like the beginning
of the end of this COVID-19 journey.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. What a great day.
The first batch of Pfizer vaccines arrived at Parkland Health and Hospital System.
May I have your attention, please?
And as Chief Medical Officer Dr. Joe Chang was speaking to journalists,
Code Blue, Acute Care Hospital.
over the speakers,
16th floor.
another code blue.
That was one of our COVID patients who needed to be resuscitated right now, as y'all are all standing here. We have hope that we won't have to do that for too much longer.
We watched as 5 healthcare workers got their first dose of the vaccine.
The last 8 months in our COVID unit have been some of the hardest.
Perla Sanchez is a nurse in the COVID unit, along with Tony Chris Naga.
I'm just very privileged to be one of the first to receive it here at Parkland. It's an emotional moment to me.
He's thinking of his patients who didn't have a chance to get the vaccine.
Have you had a severe allergic reaction to any of the ingredients in this?
No.
And like Tony Chris, his coworker Samantha Rowley hopes people will get vaccinated when it's their turn.
Hopefully we can help set the example and have folks join us in this fight.
Every day in the hospital during the pandemic.
Exhausting, scary. Something we care never to do again.
It makes this vaccine feel so hopeful for Nurse Dolores Diaz.
I'm relieved.
For Dr. Joe Chang.
Every one of them has held a hand as that patient passed away. Every single one of them can tell you the pain that is.
And that's why this feels like the beginning of the end.
This is the help that we've been looking for.
Of this COVID-19 journey.
This is hope that we can move on.
In Dallas, I'm Tiffany Liou. It was a weekend of powerful voices. You could hear the chants echo through downtown Dallas.
What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now!
People are angry by what happened in Minneapolis.
They're literally killing us.
What happened to George Floyd and so many before him.
Tatiana Jefferson! Daniel Dwayne Jensen. How many more people does it take?
Protests went on for 3 days in a row, and they are still going strong.
We're tired of being victims. We're tired.
But among the voices peacefully pleading for justice there was also noise. Rioting around and at the police. Damaging and looting of countless stores and businesses, which leads to another powerful sound. Rounds of flashbangs, tear gas, sponge bullets thrown by officers to disperse the crowd. You can hear the tension between protesters and police. Is anyone listening? In a city filled with more than 1 million people and hundreds of thousands of cars, how do you find one person, one car? Since October 22nd, Alan White's family has been anxiously trying to find those answers. On Wednesday, at least one was solved.
Finding the car was a big plus, major plus.
His loaner car was found in South Dallas.
Only thing we know that the car was in fine shape and it was locked. That's it.
And as for the missing man,
Alan wasn't in the car.
He still hasn't been found. Tim White, his younger brother, flew in from West Virginia to search, to post flyers. This one is taped on the door of LA Fitness in Uptown Dallas off Haskell. Alan was seen leaving the gym at 5:38 that Thursday morning. And in the surveillance video, he gets in the car and drives off. No one has heard from him since.
The love that we have for him as a family and his friends have for him down here.
Tim isn't giving up on his brother, Alan White, who is also a husband, a son, and a loving friend.
And we're going to find him. We hope and pray we're going to find him.
In a city filled with more than 1 million people, he is determined to find one. In Dallas, I'm Tiffany Liou.